Hello everyone and welcome to the Orchid Man UK channel. I hope you are well. This is the first my video in a very long time, probably months and months, almost a year, if I can tell. So this is December. This is a update because some of you have mentioned and questioned where am I. So story short, work, no work, looking for work. Life got problematic, and I just thought to myself, I don't have the strength and patience of making videos. And also because, unlike some YouTubers, I just don't make videos just to make videos. If I want to make video, I would like to share something useful or that is actually something happening in my growing space. So as you can see, the growing space is completely different. We are in a different place. I've moved recently at the beginning of the year to a different location, which is actually a much nicer place. We're living in a house now, which has massive windows, and I can actually set up my growing space. The only downfall is that previously the windows were very north, east-west facing because of French mirrors going 360 around the house, not mirrors, windows. And this one has a patio, very long window going, which goes around east, southwest, but I do have north facing windows too. So it's not that bad. It's a bit darker, so I am supplementing with lights. As you can see, probably you have the addition of a heating mat, which yes, is very important to me right now. So some changes you will probably already notice. I moved all of my plants into semi-hydroponics. The reason for that was I had a lot of fungus gnats and I just couldn't get rid of them. I tried every single type of treatment. I had biological, chemical fungicides. I had nematodes and everything just went to be temporary mostly because I do in the summer I do have the windows open. I do like to have fresh air in the house, and fungus gnats just come from the outside, so you can get rid of them as much as you want. They will still come back and they will settle back on your plant. So, and because it got so bad, we actually had fungus gnats in our clothes and wardrobes. The decision was either I find a completely new way of growing the orchids or the plants are going. So I found semi-hydroponics, which actually came out to be extremely cheap. So 47-liter bag was like £16 on Amazon Prime, and I moved all of my plants into semi-hydroponics. Catching up on that, totally against what everyone told me, semi-hydroponics so far has been amazing for my Paphiopedilums, for the Prags, for the Cattleya and Cyclia types, and for the Phalaenopsis. They're doing really well in it. You can see there's this lovely flower there, and the Pragmipedium's down there. The only thing I noticed, so none of the Oncidium and Odontoglossum likes it. First of all, because based on the experience I've had and some learnings from Astrid, watching some of its videos. So in semi-hydroponics, especially when growing in England, you will recall that we do have a tendency of a very large temperature drop in the houses. So for semi-hydroponics, the temperature of the water in the pot cannot go below 16 degrees, especially when we have our houses. In the winter, the temperature sometimes can go as low as 14 degrees in the mornings in your bedrooms, flats, or whatever. Which is a big problem because it will basically cause the roots to rot. I had this problem, and that's why I actually invested in the heating mats, just to get rid of that problem, because I've noticed that the winter time, autumn time came, and all of my plants started going really bad. I started having rotting new growths, black stains on the flowers and leaves. So I was like, oh my lord. So I invested in the heating mat. It's been there for almost 2 months. I've noticed huge changes. First of all, the rotting has stopped. The plants are doing really well. Semi-hydroponics been fantastic. I've seen so many new root growths. There was one Pragmipedium grande, which I already sold, sadly. That when I got it was completely rootless, and in semi-hydroponics since April this year, it grown so many roots that I actually struggled to take it out of the pot and to sell it, and I actually send it with like a massive clump of pebbles stuck to the roots because it's just so hard to remove it. On any other losses I had, so I had three Paphiopedilum rothschildianum. I'm sadly left with one, and I think it was my own fault because it was on a windowsill which didn't have that much heating during the day, and although it was sunny, it was still like a lot of temperature variables in there. Anyway, that's it. I might make a separate video about semi-hydroponics from my experience for growing orchids in semi-hydroponics in England, which might be helpful. But let's just go to more of a what's currently in bloom, because it's December and you guys didn't have any update from me whatsoever for months and months to come, and I did get some more plants. I sold a lot of plants. I'm still thinking about selling some other plants. So first of all, you can see this is the fascinating, amazing Paphiopedilum, which is called Paphiopedilum capablanca. It is a very, very old hybrid from 1912 or 1908. It's a hybrid between a Barbatum villosum and Insigne. So it's three primary parents hybridized together, and it looks fantastic. I absolutely love this one. It has beautiful foliage. The flowers are very nice. You can see it's a mixture of greens and pinks and browns, and it has spots and stripe, and it's just beautiful. And this one, due to the Barbatum lineage, can have up to 2 flowers, which makes this fantastic. And obviously you can see it has this lovely very stiff mottled foliage, which is lovely. Next to it, this is a flower I was waiting for years, which is 2 years. So this is Paphiopedilum rosy dawn. So I did have a bit of a argument with discussion with my friends from the Growing Orchids in UK and Ireland group on Facebook, which do please join if you're in the UK. And I don't really like it. I've waited 2 years for it. I saw so many pictures. I was like, oh my Jesus Christ, I'm so looking forward to see this in flower. And when it actually bloomed, I was like, no, I don't like it. But the problem I had was that, as you can see, I've staked those two, which I just left them grow as what they were, and the flower on this and the spike was so curved that basically it kind of looked like a humpback. So I was like, no, I don't like it. So I actually staked it again, and it looks so much better now. I think it's just a charm in the way we perceive this flower. But you can see, so it's a gorgeous flower. Let me just sharpen this up. No, it does not want to sharpen itself up. Anyway, so this is a white flower. It's very, very white, and it has a tiny bit of freckles there in pink and like a vanilla touch to the flower. Now you can see just behind him this one. So this is Paphiopedilum varvara penny valley. The one here is my no ID red Paphiopedilum, which was supposed to be Charles Worthy, but it's his second flower, which is so much bigger. This is the hybrid of Paphiopedilum Winston Churchill, Lancer, and Biogrows, which has 2 flowers spiked this year. And the one hidden here, which is, oh my god, let me just actually get to this one. So you can see it. Yes, you can see it. This is Paphiopedilum demura, which is, oh wow, this was such an expensive one. And it was a birthday present for also, and it's amazing, and I'm waiting for it to bloom. So the only Phalaenopsis I have currently in bloom is Phalaenopsis speciosa and violentia dark red Norton, which has the most exhilarating fragrance. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, so Phalaenopsis update, because you didn't have this one. So from the old ones, you probably remember is this one, which is Phalaenopsis Dryadrich Star, which is doing amazing. Then this one is Phalaenopsis Bronze Maiden, and here and behind we have Paphiopedilum Harry Stage, which is doing well. It's not putting a flower spike this year, I don't know why. This is Phalaenopsis Tetraspis, which I've always really wanted, and this is Phalaenopsis Hieroglyphica, which I've also really wanted. Now, these two guys here, those are sister plants, which basically are two completely different flowers, and this is Phalaenopsis K as Happy Eagle and Princess Cayulani, which have, oh my god, the flowers are completely different, like moon and the sun. One is a very strawberry red with a lot of marking and stripes, and the other one is very deep purple with yellow edges. Lovely. So 2 shelves done. As you can see, I've got myself a thermometer that constantly shows 22 degrees. This is the, as I said, Paphiopedilum shelf. Some stuff is going on here, which makes me happy. And now this is the Pragmipedium, basically everything shelf. So I just had the last flower of the Pragmipedium cardinale fall off, and as you can see, I'm drying the flower spike just to let the plant return all of the nutrients to the base. You can probably see, I will show you now, so my Phalaenopsis stuartiana has a flower spike, which I'm actually really worried about because it's a very thin flower spike. The buds look incredibly small. I never had a stuartiana before, and it dried its new leaf. So I am hoping it will not die. Very much hoping. So here you can see 2 encyclias. One is Encyclia cordillera and Encyclia ranci, and then it is one rescue Phalaenopsis, which I'm hoping it's not going to die because it has wonderful flowers. Now here we have the Paphiopedilum randi and Philippinese. My only Cambria that has survived, and a rescue Paphiopedilum Mystic Isles, as I think. Now, let's see here. So this is my Pragmipedium sedeni, which I received from a very good friend, Anna, which is absolutely amazing. And as you can see, it has a flower spike. And as you can see, the flower is opening. So I am literally just waiting for this guy to open by the end of today, because I can already tell you the flower is absolutely lovely. And the color, it is, oh my lord, it is like heather pink, but like painted on china, and it looks wonderful. I'm really, really happy with this. So as you can see, there's a bit of yellow light from the LED stand, so you can't see it in full glory, but I will probably take some pictures and post it on Instagram. So anyway, guys, that it is. I still have some more Encyclia and Epicattleya hybrids and Vandas. Yes, you heard it right. I have 2 Vandas, which I never grew Vandas, and they're standing in the jars, so hopefully they will survive. I do really hope they will survive. So those are growing on the northwest windowsill. And then my Leliocattleya tropical pointer has a flower spike kind of growing, and that is on the north window, and this guy has no heating, nothing, and it's doing amazing. And it's been really enjoying semi-hydroponics because it's been growing a new big fat grove. Anyway, this is all from me, and thank you for being with me, and thank you for the catch up. I will be making more videos soon, and I hope you will enjoy them. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.